Okay, so today we're going to be talking about my fall makeup. I just did a shop my stash and I focus on fall, and what I've decided to do is pick out some palettes that are eyeshadow palettes that remind me of fall colors, those beautiful warm rich colors, those jewel tones. I've got some palettes that I'm going to try to rotate through probably till mid-November, and then I'll switch into winter type colors. I'll do a Shop My Stash focusing on winter. There's not to say that I'm going to have many Shop My Stashes in between now and mid-November, but I think I've picked out my stars for the next 2 months or so, September and October, first half of November. But this is what I've got going on. Some of these were suggestions from other YouTubers. What I've done is picked out some that I thought looked nice, but then also some suggestions that I saw in other people's fall favorites. And I'm going to use them for a minimum of 1 week, but it'll probably average out to more than 1 week, maybe 1 to 2 weeks. And I'll be able to give reviews then of what I think of the palettes. But the first one we're going to look at is the original Gingerbread Spice palette. Now, I'm shameful. I bought this last year and I don't think I've used it once, but it is beautiful. You can see that. So I'm going to give this one a try. I also had the Sophie by Makeup Revolution Extra Spice, but the colors were really similar. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with this one, give this one a try. So we'll give that one a try. Another one that I'm really excited about is this Jackie by Morphe. Oh, excuse me, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill. I know she's got controversy. I know there's drama, but I do love these colors and they do just scream fall to me. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you can see me. I'm going to go ahead and give these a try. I just think they're beautiful for the fall season. So that one was Armed and Gorgeous. So from the Vault collection that I think it was a year or two ago. Another one that I thought was beautiful, this was a suggestion on YouTube, the Urban Decay Born to Run. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a try. I think there's a lot of beautiful colors in there. Some jewel tones, the purples, and that pretty, where is it? Oh, I'm going to have to get used to this whole reverse thing. That pumpkin-y color, I thought that was really pretty. So sorry if you hear phones and things like that and alerts going off. I don't know how to set that off from my phone to the computer. Sorry. And then I bought this recently, actually. I know it's an oldie, well, by YouTube standards, beauty world standards. But the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts, I just bought this over the summer. They were doing like some spectacular 40 or 50% off, and you could use a promo code on top of it. So I thought that was incredible. And some of these palettes, they're going to be similar color stories, but just can't help myself. So I'm going to use this one. I don't think I've heard one negative review about the Queen of Hearts, but I'm going to try it out and tell you what I think. I love those colors. Another one that may be controversial, Jeffree Star Androgyny. I'm going to give this one a try. I think these are beautiful fall colors. Oops, got some on my thumb there. I think these are gorgeous, just gorgeous for fall. Pans that are huge, at least they look huge. Maybe they're paper thin, I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to using these colors. I think those are gorgeous, rich, but kind of muted colors. I'm really looking forward to that. And learning how to use pressed pigments too. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's see. This one is brand new to me. I think it came out a year ago. It's the Boss Mood Artistry Palette. Obviously by Morphe, as you can see. But I thought this was really gave me a lot of fall vibes. Let me go ahead and take that out. It's got one of those plastic overlays. Here you go. Sorry, you can see my ring light. Don't know how to fix that. but I'm excited about using these colors. I think those colors are gorgeous. Um, there's a YouTube creator, Kitsch. She did a month long use this palette for a month where she used it 3 to 4 times a week, and she came up with really beautiful looks. She was kind of so-so on it. She really enjoyed some of the colors in there, but felt like there was room for improvement, but she created gorgeous looks with it. So I was like, oh, I really need to try that. I loved what she did with the greens and the golds and the browns. Very pretty. And here's another one. I just picked this one up today. You see my glasses and stuff, but this is Morphe. This is the 9D palette. And I just thought those were beautiful warm colors in there. Thought that was beautiful. Kind of what you're seeing in the background there, I just caught a glimpse of it, is my caboodle. And something that I love to do with that caboodle, I got the idea from Emily Noel, is to put my makeup stash in there. So it's essentially a monthly makeup basket or whatever. But I've got like my staples in there, like eyeshadow primers, glue, adhesives for glitter or shimmers, colors that need some extra oomph to them. I also have my blushes in there. My blushes, I was thinking about making those into fall blushes, but I really kind of stick to the same things in fall and winter. The only color I don't typically use in the fall and winter rather, for blush is like orangey pink shades, corally pink shades. I usually wear that in the spring and summertime. So I have like some roses, some nudes, mauves, some berries. I go in with a light hand with berry blush, but I have those stocked in there. And this is the Morphe 9 pan. I believe it's Oh My Gorge or something like that. They sell it at Ulta. And I thought those were beautiful colors. The reviews were so-so on the Ulta website, but when I was at the store and I swatched them, I know we're not supposed to base everything on swatches, but they swatched really nicely. And same with the other palette, the 9D palette. These swatched very nicely. I got these at the Morphe store. New Morphe store just opened up at a mall right by my house, so it was really convenient to stop by there. So those are the palettes that I'm going to be focusing on for fall. Now, if you're curious, oh, I have another little mini palette by Makeup Geek. I'm going to be using this one too for like purpley maroon days that I feel like. This is the Passion eyeshadow palette, and it said like Makeup Geek by Target on it, but I did get it through the Makeup Geek website. I believe they're overhauling their products or something like that, so they had some pretty decent sales on, I guess, their older products with packaging or whatever. So I got that for like $12 or something. And here, let me check it out. Oh, these are Sydney Grace eyeshadows. These are her military eyeshadows, a collection she came out with, I don't know how many months ago, but maybe earlier this year. They weren't in a bundle when I picked them up. I had to pick them out in singles. Like I watched a couple of videos that named out the colors, and that's how I was able to figure it out. But they all have like military type names associated with them, like cadet and things like that. But I can't wait to try this for fall. I think that's really pretty. Let's see. I also have, this is the stuff in my caboodle, by the way. Here are my blushes and just staples. Just staples. Ooh, how do I go? Okay, here we go. I use this for like a really light nudie pink blush, and obviously that, I go in with a light hand with that. This highlighter. These were actually, you know what these were? These were actually the Kathleen Lights recommendations that she made earlier this summer. She made these recommendations earlier this summer, and I thought I'd try them, and I do. I like them. I like them a lot. The highlighter is Patted Down. I like that one a lot. This I use for a blush private, or not a blush, a bronzer, private party. And this blush is, I don't know, I don't think she recommended this, but 10, or excuse me, to the 10, and Glass Slipper. She didn't recommend those blushes, but I like them. And she didn't recommend this powder either. Medium. It's just the face powder, pressed face powder. I just use it. The foundation I use right now, anyways, is this one. So this is a demi matte. So I only use powder for. I have very dry skin, by the way. I only use it around my nose, in my T-zone. I don't typically put it here because then it looks dry. I don't like that. So, oh, and this one is Spectacle. I contour sometimes, and this is what I use to contour. Maybe sometimes I'll use it for blush. I'm not sure. I've not quite sure how to use that. And the reason why I'm kind of hesitant when I say contour is because when I have tried to contour my nose, I just make it look longer and bigger, and that's just gross. Doesn't look good. So I haven't figured it out yet. Whatever. I'm not, it's not a big deal for me. So haven't really worked on that. Oh, here's some other blushes. Now I know I did say I don't typically use the oranges. I just kind of toss them in there because I wanted to try some of these other, like this nude blush. I believe this is one of Kathleen Lights' blushes. Yeah, Lunar has it. That's really pretty. And then I also like to use this one, I Need Space. I like that one. That's a nice nude one. And then this one I believe is, yes, Parakeet. I like that one. I like more color, and I'm like doing a nude eye or something, or neutral eye. I like that color. And then I also love this color, Rom Com. That's a really pretty one too. So I do like those blushes kind of year round. And another thing that I did, which I'm really loving right now, is I looked through Pinterest for pictures, like fall landscapes, to see what kind of color schemes were in those pictures. And I went through my single eyeshadow palette. Excuse me, I have several Morphe palettes, the large size. It fits like 40 of these size shadows. I have a few, and I went through those and picked out singles that I'm really enjoying. And most of these are Sydney Grace, or ColourPop. I don't know if I have any Divina in here. I only have a few Divina shadows. But I do love Sydney Grace, and I have a lot of Sydney Grace. I recently purchased a lot of her shadows, or their shadows. I think they're sisters who run that company. During their Christmas and July sale. I know it's September now, and we've missed that one, but I think Black Friday, you might have an opportunity to get some great deals there. I think they have like a week of great discounts, and if it's anything like their week in July, Christmas in July, superb sales and incredible products. I don't think I have one eyeshadow or lip product or anything from them that I've been disappointed in. But you can see the colors I chose in here, like greens and golds, purples, some mauves. I chose one blue just because I had to. Sorry, I had to. And some bronzes, and then some mattes up there that I'm hoping will look nice as transition or base shades. Just some simple things that I use are basic things. CoverGirl, waterproof or water resistant. Actually, it says waterproof on here. I think this is my holy grail mascara. I've been searching for a mascara, and they always seem to look nice and they look great for a few hours, but then by the end of the day, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they're smudging on my lower lash line or under my eye, and I'm at work and it looks gross. I don't have time to look in the mirror and constantly be priming. I can't. So that one seems to be true. It stays on, it's fine for the whole day. It doesn't necessarily make them bigger and longer and more voluminous or anything like that, but it defines them enough, and it stays clean. So that's all I want. Virgin liquid lipstick by Morphe. This is great. I'm wearing it right now. It's really nice when I'm doing a more showy eye. I like that. Let's see. This lip gloss I have, it's from ColourPop, and it's Moonchild. So it's one of Kathleen Light's collabs, and it's really nice. There's like little sparkles in there, but I don't think you can really see it on your lips, but it's pretty. It's pretty nude. Okay. My son is really into Roblox right now, and I think I hear him looking for me. So, a couple of lipsticks that I have that I'm going to try are these L'Oreal Riche. This one is Enamel Red. Here you go. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it like when I do a brown or a nude eye. I'm going to try it, see how it goes. I just got it today. And then another, it's more like a brown nudie one. I think it's called something Dough. Dazzling Dough. So we'll try that. I have used these before, and I really like the texture of it. You do have to reapply it consistently, but it's creamy. It's nice. It's soft on your lips. It doesn't dry them out. Let's see. Oh, this is something that I have in my caboodle at all times. Bobbi Brown Bone. This is an eyeshadow, and I just use it for an all-over setting. When I do, sometimes I don't do all-over setting, but most of the time I do, and it works out fine. And this taupe, Bobbi Brown taupe. Bobbi Brown taupe. And I use that in the transition, for a transition in the crease line. Pretty much always, but sometimes I don't. Depends what color story I'm going with the eyes. But that's usually my go-to if I'm in a rush, or if I'm stuck on somewhere to start. That's where I'll use. And that's it. That is my makeup stash. Oh, and I showed you my foundation. The primer I use is Lancome La Base, and I love that primer. I really do. It seems to work with all my foundations. For like this foundation and the ColourPop liquid foundation, and I think even the stick foundation. I tried it with this other, I think the Fab, like liquidy coconut primer, and even Too Faced, the liquidy coconut primer or whatever it was. They felt good on my skin. They felt fine, but the foundation would just crack and dry and flake and looked awful. So I was like, I just can't find a good foundation. But then when I switched to the La Base one that I had for quite some time, and it's like a silicone type feeling one. When I started, I thought, I read somewhere, I saw on some channel, to switch up foundation, sometimes you have to match your primer with your foundation. I was like, eh. But I tried it, and my foundation, in my opinion, looks really good for most of the day, probably almost all day, till I'm ready to come home and take it off. It doesn't come off patchy or dry or get flaky, crack, like in my forehead and the parentheses and all that stuff. So I think that unless I can find another version of it, a less expensive version, I think I'm probably gonna buy that one again. Anyways, well, thank you so much for being here for my first video all about fall makeup. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.